Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for July 5th, 2016. We're going to have this system here exiting. This is what brought us the rain overnight, in some cases some heavy rain. This is now moving off to the east, and we also have a warm front that's draped over the area that has moved northward, and we are going to be in the warm side of that today. So once this system gets out of here, and I think that's going to be pretty quickly and early this morning, we're going to have any clouds in the morning giving way to sun, and we're going to have the humidity increasing, and it's going to temperature increase pretty rapidly, and will actually be higher today than it has been at any point over the weekend, over the holiday weekend. So this is the early look here with those clouds, and then by the end of the day, we're expecting those clouds to change once we get to the next frame here, and that's this right here. So you can see a partly cloudy afternoon. Those humidity values will increase, and we're definitely going to feel soupy, and it's going to stay muggy tonight. And also going into the next couple of days, we have a full-fledged heat wave that's going to be affecting the area. Let's go over the NAM first. I just want to show you the future simulated radar. This is at 5 a.m. You see some shower activity still hanging around mainly our eastern sections at this point. But look what happens when you go to the next couple of frames here. Here's 7 a.m., 8 a.m., and you see it starting to move off the coast here at this point. Move eastward, and by 9 a.m. we're pretty much in the clear here. So we're just doing some clouds left over. That's going to be giving way to sunshine in the afternoon. And again, that humidity values will be increasing. If you're not a fan of the humidity, this week is not your week. I know a lot of people have expressed their displeasure with that on various social media outlets that we have, and this is not your week for that. Here is the ridge that's going to be building in the east. This is a look at Wednesday. Now this is an anomaly showing on the European ensemble. So it's basically taking 51 members and averaging them together and coming up with a mean. So it's showing overwhelming support that we're going to have this ridge this week. This is Wednesday. We get to Thursday, it's even stronger yet, and Friday. So by the time we get to Thursday and Friday, I think are probably your two strongest heating days. By the time we get to Saturday, you look up here to the northwest, you can see a trough trying to come in here. Now it's going to be heading off more in this direction like this, so we're going to get clipped by it. So you're going to have a day on Sunday once this cold front comes through that is going to go back down to near normal, maybe slightly above, and then it turns around, goes right back warm again. So you get to the end of the run. Once this system passes, here's that system coming through, just clipping us a little bit here on Sunday. So it's not really too strong. And then look what happens Tuesday, Wednesday, and we're right back into it. And here's Thursday next week. So you're right back into the heat. You get a very short break with that trough axis coming in, it looks like, but then we're going to be right back in the heat again. Let's take this day by day. Move this forward. Of course, this was look at later today. So with the partly cloudy skies and the humidity returning, we get into Wednesday. We're going to be in the 90s in a good portion of the region, lower 90s. We'll call it, but no precipitation to be found. As we get into Thursday, maybe our western sections, a couple of weak impulses going to be rotating through. One's to come through on Wednesday and one's on Thursday. Could be enough to provide enough lift with the heat and humidity in place to spark a thunderstorm, but it'll be a very isolated in coverage. So we're just going to make some slight mentions of that thunderstorm activity here on both Thursday and Friday. But I do think this is your peak heating day, so you're probably in the middle 90s in many locations across the coverage area here on both Thursday and Friday. Here's a look at Thursday's map, and there's Friday's. Again, just some isolated, maybe widely scattered stuff, just some weak impulses moving through. By the time we get to Saturday, however, I think you're going to get a little bit better of a chance with a cold front moving through. System off to our north is going to have a cold front attached to it, and it's kind of extending all the way back here like this. So here's your cold front, here's your low pressure, and out ahead of it, you're going to get some showers and thunderstorms, and behind that is where we get the cooler air come in for Sunday. So moving this a little bit forward, you can see the showers and thunderstorms along that cold front moving in. Still some question of what timing it is. I do think favoring later in the day here on Saturday. So you get another hot day Saturday. That breaks the heat. Sunday, you're back to cooler temperatures with that trough in place and northwesterly winds. So it's going to feel a lot more comfortable, and you'll finally get a break of that heat and humidity. This system down here expecting to stay to south because the trough axis is in place, so it can't go through it. So it's going to go around it to the south, and we're not expecting anything to come through the area. We'll keep an eye on just in case, because this is just like this system we had last night. It was forecast to stay south and then it started creeping northward. So we'll keep an eye on it just in case, because we will have a return of the heat and humidity next week, and this is going to be an MCS type system moving right along that boundary. So we'll keep an eye on it just in case. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is your outlook for July 5th, 2016. Have a great Tuesday.